We're speaking to Mr. Lalit Modi, currently in London. This is right after allegations surfaced and an arrest was made today of Mr. Meiyappan. Mr. Lalit Modi, what is your reaction to what's happened?
I'm extremely disappointed and hurt by the fact that this is happening right now. For me, an owner getting involved in betting, forget fixing, just betting, is totally unbelievable, number one. And there should be no leniency if that be the case. His arrest has happened now. Mumbai police has arrested him. Mr. Srinivasan should immediately resign. If not resign, he should be thrown out immediately. And all the close coterie of his that have allowed him to become what he has done and do what he has done, they have to take moral responsibility. Not only moral responsibility, they're co-conspirators. They need to resign too. And I'm very clear about the fact that if we don't take the poison out of the system, the poison is only going to slowly grow and grow and grow. And this will be the ruining of a beautiful game called cricket.
So, but a lot of people say, why should Mr. N Srinivasan resign? I mean, what is the reason behind you calling for his resignation?
Mr. Srinivasan owns the team. Mr. Gurunath is his son-in-law. Nothing happens in the BCCI without Mr. Srinivasan knowing, or in the IPL, or in the ICC, as a matter of fact, without the stamp of Mr. Srinivasan. Every member of the IPL...
So you're saying categorically that Mr. Srinivasan owns the team?
I categorically say that very clearly. I know he owns the team. I know the rules that have been bent by him to change, to get the ownership. Very clearly, it is the biggest mistake in my life that I allowed him to have the team in the first place. I admit to that fact, and I must say that I created a monster there, and what he has done for the game is just... I mean, there are no words to describe it.
But Mr. Modi, a lot of people would say that this is less about, about these allegations and more for you. This is personal. I mean, this is a feud between you and Mr. Srinivasan. Everybody knows, there's a long history there. Well, how do you respond to that?
I respond to that. We never had a feud in the past when we began. The feud began, if you remember, and if you go back and look at my timeline, look at the archives, it began by the email I shot out when he wanted to appoint umpires in South Africa in 2009. That's when the feud began. And I did not allow that to happen. And when I came down heavily on that, that's when the war began, actually. It was based upon umpires, and he wanted to fix some umpires and wanted some umpires to be based for Chennai matches. And in fact, I went on the reverse and I posted them. And that's actually when the feud began. And when I made that public, he went on to say that Lalit is just shooting off his mouth and he had no truth in it. And I ran the IPL single-handedly on close quarters, and I ran it hands-on. I knew what was happening and what was not happening. He hasn't got an assassination attempt from anybody, has he? Forget an attempt. I've been 3 times attempted in my life. Has he ever been? I think the bookmakers have a long arm. They have got to everywhere that they need to get to. Otherwise, there's no reason they'd spare anybody.
So, I mean, so for you, this is not personal. I mean, this is clearly only about cricket.
It is about cricket. At the end of the day, this is a game that I love and I'm passionate about. I spend all my time. I run a multi-billion-dollar business, family business I'm involved in. But I gave my time, full time, to the IPL, and I did it because I love the game. And I created one of the most famous leagues. Case studies have been done by Columbia and Stanford. They don't do just case studies on anybody. The case studies, they're available on my Twitter feed, they're available on my timelines. It's all there.